Fire extinguishing ball. Traditional firefighting methods are effective, but they have many shortcomings. For example, an average person doesn't know how to use a fire extinguisher. This means that in a situation where every second counts, they'll lose precious time reading the instructions. In addition, fire extinguishers are quite heavy and need to be checked and replaced regularly. An alternative to the usual way of putting out fires is this fire extinguishing ball developed by the company Elite Fire. Although it was created back in 1998 by an inventor from Thailand, the ball has not yet spread around the world. In our opinion, that's a shame. Why? Well, because it's an invention with many advantages. First of all, it only weighs 1.3 kilograms. Secondly, it's easy to use. All you have to do to make the ball work is just throw it into the fire. The device reacts to the extreme temperature with an explosion that releases a special powder. Within seconds, it just cuts off the oxygen supply to the fire, so the flame goes out. This invention could be very beneficial in an emergency situation for any person as well as for a firefighter. As you can see, you don't have to get too close to the fire to put it out either. You just throw the ball into the flames from a distance. In addition, the ball can be used as a passive fire extinguishing system. All you have to do is place it in the danger zone. Police shields. Superheroes in movies aren't the only ones who use shields. First of all, it's the best way for policemen to protect themselves. Shields are fairly portable, robust, and have a wide variety of designs. This shield, for example, is foldable. In an emergency, it can be opened in just a few seconds. SWAT Bot is another interesting version of the shield that we're all used to. Unlike traditional designs, this one offers police officers more freedom by freeing up their hands. The invention was developed by the American company How and How Technologies. It's basically a robot that moves independently, positioning itself in front of the policeman or special forces to protect them. The images you see on the screen right now were recorded during the shield tests. SWAT Bot is being shot at repeatedly, but it's still moving forward. This robotic shield is equipped with wide tracks that allow it to move on all kinds of surfaces, including complex off-road terrain. The robotic shield is 2.5 meters wide, so an entire squad can hide behind it. El Costa wedge barriers. The inventions you're about to see help improve security in vulnerable and highly protected locations. When folded, the barrier is unnoticeable and doesn't interfere with the traffic flow. But once raised, the barrier will become an obstacle capable of stopping any car, regardless of its size and speed. The height of the barrier is 1.2 meters. It rises in just 3.5 seconds. The manufacturer, the company Perimeter Protection, suggests installing these barriers at the entrances to restricted areas. They can also be used to increase security in pedestrian areas or to stop criminals during armed chases. Ambulance drone. Sometimes when a person suddenly feels sick, there are only a few minutes to save them. Fortunately, today's technology is so advanced that there's no time lost at all in emergency situations. This ambulance drone was developed by Dutch inventor Alec Momont. Thanks to the drone, first aid can be provided 2 or 3 minutes after the call. Of course, in a critical situation, the person needs professional help. However, the paramedics can't always get to them fast enough. Sometimes an inconvenient location, heavy traffic, and other circumstances cause delays. The drone, unlike an ambulance, does not need time to prepare. Also, it has no problems with traffic and can choose the shortest route possible. When the ambulance receives an emergency call, the computer instantly calculates the patient's location, and the drone is sent immediately. Its speed reaches 100 km per hour, allowing it to arrive at the specified location in less than a minute. While the drone is flying, the person on the phone receives instructions from a specialist over the phone. When the drone arrives at the location, communication is maintained over the speaker. Despite its modest size, the device contains everything you need to provide first aid. In addition, the drone can be equipped with different tools for each specific case: breathing or heart problems, diabetes, wounds. Regardless of the problem, the drone will help the injured to hold on until the doctors arrive. TAF-20. Here is one last invention for emergency services. Designed specifically for the needs of firefighters, it's a unique firefighting robot designed by Australian specialists. The benefits of the firefighting robot are enormous. The TAF-20 can use foam, water, and a special water mist to extinguish a fire. If necessary, the device can blow smoke out of the room with a powerful fan. It will also clear any path, even if the obstacle in its way is big, like a car, for example. The robot can be controlled remotely from a distance of up to 500 meters. This means that firefighters can stay in a safe area without having to risk their lives. Note the self-protection function too. The robot can be sent to the most dangerous areas because it knows how to spray water on itself, protecting its mechanisms from high temperatures and even radiation. To extinguish the flames, the TAF-20 emits water jets at a distance of up to 90 meters. Foam or water mist can be sprayed from a distance of 60 meters. This robot is ideal in case of forest fires or accidents in potentially explosive areas. Drones Westpac Little Ripper. In the near future, drones will become an integral part of our lives. Even now, they're being used in different areas more frequently every day. While some drones are used to provide emergency medical assistance, others are taking over the functions of coast guards. Surprisingly, when it comes to monitoring the situation in the water and on the shore, drones do a better job than humans. The Westpac Little Ripper devices are equipped with a unique software. Thanks to this, the drones are able to distinguish moving objects. For example, they can easily tell a dolphin from a stingray, a surfer from a catamaran, and even people walking on the beach from each other. Most importantly, the drone can find sharks in the water. So far, it recognizes sharks in 90% of the cases. When a specially trained person does the same job from a helicopter, his success rate is much lower. When the drone discovers a shark near swimmers at a dangerous distance, it emits a strong warning signal. But that's not all. The device can also find people who are drowning or have been swept away by the current. If necessary, the drone can even throw a life preserver into the water. It's big enough and powerful enough to keep up to 4 people afloat for a day. And of course, once the lifesaver has been dropped, the drone sends information about the person's location to the rescue team.